Well, good afternoon, my friends and subscribers. I got tagged. I was tagged by Icebear Hikes. Icebear tagged me to do a video on my favorite gear company. And I was just looking through my pack, and I have to go along with her to see the summit. I have, this is the summertime, so I use the Deluxe See the Summit pillow. And I noticed I had a 20-liter See the Summit bear bag because I put all my stuff in it and hang it. And then also I have a See the Summit frying pan, 8-inch, the Alpha pan, and then I have this Alpha pot, 1.2 liters. These seem to work for me. Now I carry these 98% of the time, these things that I just talked about. So now I've got to tag someone. I'll tag them in just a second, but I want to talk about another reason I like this See the Summit. I've dealt with the customer service. In fact, I've dealt with Carol Bauer, B-O-W-E-R, or Boer, and she has taken my customer service course. And I'll put a card up here if you're interested in just what they think and how to handle them as well as they handle you, but you might find it useful. And she's a graduate from my course, and with honors. But that's my company. And so I'm gonna tag sweeps from Section Hiking the AT. Section Hiking is one word, the AT. And I'll put a link to her and IceBear description. So if you choose to go check their channel out and possibly subscribe, I'm certainly sure they would appreciate it. Now IceBear's into the 400 subscribers, and she's really working her channel, trying to grow it, and she would like to get to 500. So I'm gonna also include her on my end screen. Any of those places you can click on and subscribe or watch their channel. Now that's basically it for my favorite gear company. But now I've got a question from one of my subscribers. He's noticed that I've been using my Sawyer squeeze, and he has asked, why did I go back to the Sawyer squeeze? Because I've got other ones that I use. Actually, I don't like squeezing water. I don't care what Sawyer or the VersaFlow. I just don't want to squeeze water. My favorite water filter is by Gravity Works. The 2-liter was what I used for years, where first thing I'd do when I'd hit a campsite, I would get that water hung in a tree and get it gravity filter, so when I finished with my tent and bear bag and blowing up the sleeping pad and other camp duties, it's usually got 2 liters of filtered water. The problem was I got introduced to this C-Knock or Canuck bag, and this is a 3-liter. And what happened, as you see, I use frying pan and pots and even a cup for coffee. All that has to be clean. And what was happening with the Gravity, the 2-liter platypus, was I'd have to go back the next morning to get more water out the creek. But I found out that 3 liters was actually enough water that I can clean my pots and my cups and even fill up my water bottle for my trek out the next day. And so I got to using this again simply because of that, this 3-liter bag. But I like them all, actually. I mean, but if I prefer the Gravity Full platypus, but they don't make a 3-liter. They make a 2, 4, and I just looked yesterday and it's a 6-liter. Now the problem is the 4-liter is about $89, and I just didn't want to spend that kind of money when I've got filters, I've got catadines, I've got enough. I don't need another filter, but I do need this 3 liters. That's the reason, not anything other than once I take them home and flush them out with a little bit of Clorox water, shake them out and put them on the shelf. Now I'm coming out here just about every weekend. Mike and I come out and do something. And what I don't run the Clorox water through this. Since it's just a week, I'll shake it out and put it on the shelf. And that's how I got into using this again. It's okay, the VersaFlow is good, but my preferred one would be the Platypus, simply because I don't have to squeeze anything. Well, that's gonna do it. The guy's name, let's see, he was Brian D, B-R-Y-A-N-D. And he's the one that asked the question. He's seen me and was curious why I went back to it. No reason other than the 3-liter Canuck bag. Okay, that does it.